Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. We've got a great teams match for you today between former teams champions Kumite versus another great team, Time Shift. With me on the desk, we've got Mr. Payson Johnson. Payson, thoughts on the match that we are about to see?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun match. I think both these teams have proven that they are two great teams, and whichever team wins today, it's gonna take a lot out of either team to win against the other one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a very solid match, a very even match. So we will start with our interviews before the match, starting with the team of Time Shift. Time Shift, the last time we saw you, I believe, was in the tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
No, we had the match against Waterloo.
You had the match against Waterloo.
Right.
I'm good at my job, and I remember these things. Water 2. A very strong, very dominant performance against that team. But now moving on to Kumite, who I think I'm allowed to say a little bit stronger of a team than Waterloo. Here we go again, just a teeny little bit. So thoughts on this ever so slightly stronger team?
Jack Pinchuk is a future Warzone champion. And yeah, but you know what? Waterloo 2 is in the past. Today, we're playing against William and Jacob. William is a nice guy, but Jacob is that pup from the favorite YM, my favorite YM Fandom movie of all time. So, yeah, should be fun.
I got nothing else to add.
Alrighty then. Well, we will send you guys backstage momentarily as we bring in the other team.
Is your favorite? Okay.
I believe his favorite movie is like Eclipse or something.
Fair. Okay.
Honestly, expect nothing less from Kaiser.
We have Phil Cariola and Jake Meltzer. You guys, we saw you playing against Potts and Pains, a team who I think we can safely say also maybe a little bit better than Waterloo. Here we go again.
The slander.
Hey, one of them's my cousin. I'm allowed to be mean.
Fair.
But now, again, you play Time Shift, a stronger team than the team you just played. Thoughts on the match you are going into? Thoughts on this? Yeah.
So, point of order, unless you were my mother or a nun, no one calls me William, because that's just the weirdest fucking thing I've ever heard. So, this should be interesting. We've only ever actually played these guys once before, if I remember right. Yeah?
Yeah, in a different league, and it was super close. So definitely not taking these guys for granted, despite, I'll honestly admit, didn't prep very much for this one. But even still, I think this is going to be fun no matter what. I mean, these guys are friends, so I think just that alone is making it a fun match. And you know what? More people, I don't mind when people call me Jacob, so the slander is invoking Twilight.
I know, but you don't own a ladder.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna bring in the members of Time Shift, and we're gonna get going with round number 1 of the match. Round number 1 is gonna work like this: you are gonna get 8 different questions in 8 different categories in the realm of general movies. You have about 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. If you get the question right, you will get a point. If you get it wrong, you will not get a point. If you manage to get all 8 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question, also worth 1 point. Reminder to both teams that you have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Any questions before we get going, please let them be related to the match or not at all.
They are not there. We are good.
Perfect. Then we will get into your first question. And you know what, Payson, it's one of your favorite categories. I'll let you ask the first question.
Oh, thank you so much, Cam. Your first question in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Director for films released in 1975?
I appreciate the moment the word Oscars came out of your mouth. Bill's just bored down on the table.
I don't. God, fucking. Come on, man.
Don't worry. Your next question's in animated musicals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
Milos Forman.
And Kaiser.
Milos Forman.
And Tony.
Milos Forman.
And Bill.
It's fine.
All right. Milos Forman is correct. As we get to your next question in the category of mystery thriller, the first victim found represents which specific sin in 7?
So I can now officially say, after watching both, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the second best Picture winner that Milos Forman directed.
I disagree, but
That's what 75 was. Right.
One
I actually
One
love
Flew
that
is just
movie.
like one of my favorite movies. I adore that film. So
They're both excellent.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Kaiser.
Amadeus is awesome. Greed. I don't know.
And Bill.
It's actually Gluttony.
Ah.
And Tony.
I also said Greed.
And Jake.
Changed it from greed to gluttony.
Gluttony is correct. So Kumite getting the swing back into the lead as we get to your next question.
I guess your next question will be coming to you in the category of 80s. Toby Williams, The Wise Man, and Ludo are characters in what 80s film? I can definitely say that Gluttony is my 5th favorite homunculus. From okay, so there's this anime called Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I know that like a dude turns his daughter into a horse or something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Bill.
Labyrinth.
And Tony.
I said Willow.
And Jake.
I had nothing. I blanked.
And Kaiser.
You're right. It is Labyrinth.
Labyrinth is correct. So
Ludo.
both teams getting 1 point. And with that, no more perfect rounds. As we get to your next question in the category of movie release dates.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
How many years after the original was the Denis Villeneuve remake of Dune released? I appreciate Bill being so upset, and then we do him a favor by asking about a movie that is weird as shit.
100%.
Well, one movie that's weird as shit, and one movie that is David Lynch's Dune. 5,
Interesting.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna get a repeat.
I wasn't finished saying pens down. I'll give it to you. So once again, how many years after the original was the Denis Villeneuve remake of Dune released?
Are you a fan of Lights, Camera, Jackson?
I don't know what that is, but it feels like it's infringement on the brand me and Cameron Redshaw have worked so hard to cultivate over these years, in which we make every host hate their life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We go to Tony.
37 years.
And Jake.
37 years.
And Kaiser.
Last minute change, 37 years.
Yeah, I see that. And Bill.
My last minute change went 36. So
37 years is correct. So we are now tied 5-5 as we get to your
last minute change here too.
Shout out to Kevin Smith. All right, your next category will be coming to you in the category of animation. Name 2 of the 3 animals Arthur is turned into in The Sword in the Stone.
Oh God,
Kaiser
I watched this like last night.
Will you accept a general answer here?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I'm like, Kaleb Boatman's gonna be very happy that someone wrote this question. And then I looked at who wrote this question, and in a shocking events.
Who would have thought?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
A fish and a bird.
And Kaiser.
I scratched out bird, but I put fish and squirrel.
And Bill.
I also went fish and bird.
And Tony.
I said fish and squirrel.
Fish, bird, and squirrel are the 3 correct answers, so everyone gets the point. As we go to your next question, the category of scores and soundtracks.
Oh my Jesus.
Name one of the 2 people who performed the song Sunflower for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, thank God.
If
This
you
has
were
really
to-
just been a round of Bill being really unhappy when he hears a category and then being like, you know what? This could have been a lot worse.
if you were to tier rank, where would you put this flower on a tier list?
Right below whole wheat.
Is this a garden show all of a sudden?
3,
That'd be interesting.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Kaiser.
Kanye West.
Oh, we don't say his name
Let's-
anymore.
yeah,
Me?
Bill, yes.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Post Malone.
Tony
Oh, shot in the dark. I said Post Malone too.
and Jake.
Post Malone.
Post Malone is correct. The other one being Sway Lee.
that's a name.
Yeah.
Banger
Next
song, though.
question. Next question.
Your next question will be coming to you in the your penultimate question will be coming to you in the category of crime. What is the profession of John C. Reilly's character in Gangs of New York? Do you remember we used to cast John C. Reilly in like dramas?
Yeah.
He's a really great actor.
He's a very good actor. He just keeps being in more recent Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah.
Fine.
Some of those are good.
Some of those are fantastic.
Yeah, no Step Brothers slander.
1. Pens
Yeah.
down. I said recent. We
Fair.
go to Bill.
I've never seen this, so I'm going to guess cop.
Tony.
Are you serious?
It's a police officer.
Jake.
Yep, he's a cop.
I
Kaiser.
said priest. I said priest is wrong.
Police officer or cop is correct. As we get to your final question, which will come in the category of classics. What actress stars as Babe Bennett in Mr. Deeds Goes to Town?
Cam, do you have anyone in your life that you would describe as a Bennett?
No,
You thought it was going some other way, but I didn't because I didn't want to make you uncomfortable.
I didn't.
I
don't.
literally
don't.
watched
5,
this like weeks ago.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We go to Tony
I said Greta Garbo.
and Jake
I have no idea. It seems like something Gene Arthur would do.
and Kaiser
Oh, god damn it. I said Irene Dune.
and Bill.
Vivian Lee is an old classic actress, right, though?
She is a classic
she
actress.
is not
This
that.
is, in fact, something that Gene Arthur would do. Gene Arthur
Holy
is.
shit!
So at the end of round number 1, I have Kumite at 12, time shift at 9. Is that what you have, Payson?
That is what I have.
All right, then we will get into round number 2. Round number 2 is our wheel round. We are going to bring up the lovely wheel from wheeldeside.com. The wheel has 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. The team in the lead, in this case, Kumite, will get to choose whether they would like to spin first or defer. Whichever team spins, if they like what they get on their first spin, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again unless they land on opponent's choice. But whatever they land on their second spin, they will be forced to keep. Whatever category they end up with, they will get 5 questions, each worth 2 points, or they can go to multiple choice for 1. But reminder that stealing is available, so if you miss a question, your opponents can take your points away from you. The categories on today's wheel are acting Oscars, pre-2000 Jean-Claude Van Damme, post-2000 fantasy, pre-2000 Stephen King, music, war, romantic comedies, and the 2010s. So Kumite, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Can I get a quick score? Can I get a quick score check first?
12-9.
12-9.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can defer here.
Go for it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, time shift. This will be your first spin at the wheel then. You land on pre-2000 Stephen King. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we're gonna spin that again, right?
Yeah, let's spin again.
All right, spinning again. Whatever you land on, you will be stuck with. And you ever so narrowly land on romantic comedies.
Okay.
And I will read you guys your questions in the category of romantic comedies. So your first question. At the end of the Philadelphia story, Mike ends up getting together with a woman with what profession?
Wow. I haven't seen this in so long.
I know it's been a while since I've seen this.
Let's go multiple choice.
Yeah. Multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, photographer, B, chef, C, reporter, or D, maid.
I want to say it's reporter.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I was thinking either reporter or a maid, but reporter's cool.
Yeah, reporter. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Kumite for the 1 point steal. Is it A, photographer, B, chef, C, reporter, or D, maid?
It's photographer.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched it not that long ago, so yeah,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's photographer. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point steal. Who plays Spike, Will's roommate in Notting Hill?
My mom loved this movie. I don't remember.
5.
Yeah, we'll go multiple choice then.
2. All right, your multiple choice options are A, Steve Zahn, B, Reese Ifans, C, Peter Gallagher, or D, Chris Elliott.
Is he? Wait, Chris Evans is in the movie, but is he the boyfriend?
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
I think he's the only name that pop in my head, so I think let's just go for Chris Evans.
Or
Yeah, sure.
Chris Evans, final answer.
that is correct for 1 point.
All right.
In Big, Josh is unimpressed during a toy pitch meeting when he witnesses a toy robot transform into what?
Oh, I know this. It's a building. Okay, it's a building. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. What type of object does Ryan carry with him in order to take photos in different cities in Up in the Air?
Oh, it's a cardboard cutout.
That's right. Yeah.
Cardboard cutout. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Impressive.
And the lead. And your final question. What U.S. state does Mystic Pizza take place in?
Alabama.
This was asked in our auto match.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's Connecticut. Final answer.
That is correct for 2
Yeah, better than
points.
the
So at the end of Time Shift's turn, I have them getting themselves up to 16. Kumite with the 1 point steal getting themselves up to 13. Is that what you have, Payson?
That is what I have.
All right, then we will bring the wheel back up for Kumite's spin. And your first spin is away. And you land on the 2010s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we should keep that, Bill, because there's a couple things on here we don't want.
Absolutely, I don't want them. Yeah,
Yeah, this one's pretty good for us, so I say we should keep it.
let's do it.
All right, keeping 2010s. Payson will be asking your questions of the 2010s because he is not me.
Hello. Okay, your first question in the 2010s. In Ted, John has a job in what type of business?
Is that? Wait,
Is that Rabisi's character?
I think John's his roommate, isn't it? Doesn't he work at the Enterprise rental car?
Oh, John is Wahlberg's character?
I
Yeah,
think
okay.
so, yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
go for it.
Rental car. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
I heard Sean for some reason, so
Yep.
good job there.
Your next question. The majority of Boyhood takes place in what U.S. state?
It's Texas.
Sure thing.
So-
Go for it.
It's Richard Linklater, so it's Texas. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Did you guys know Richard Linklater's from Texas?
Shocking, I know.
Yeah, I know. What 2010s crime film has a cast featuring Anne Hathaway, Helena Bonham Carter, and Sarah Paulson?
It's Ocean's 8.
Yeah, Ocean's 8. I was going to say that too. Go for
Ocean's 8. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Jack gives what to his mother in hopes it will make her better in Room?
Oh, I did not watch this.
I only saw it the one time, so I think we should check the multiple choice.
Absolutely, yes. Multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, a remote controlled car, B, his hair, C, cereal, or D, a hug?
Those all sound like terrible gifts.
Well, they're trapped in like a small room, so it's hard to come up with anything. I want to repeat the options. Repeat the
All right,
options.
that is your first repeat of the options. Is it A, a remote controlled car, B, his hair, C, cereal, or D, a hug?
I'm between two.
All right.
I'm leaning a hug,
Okay.
even if it probably is the other. But that was
It's
kind
1 point. I say go for it.
Yeah. D, final answer.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Time shift, a chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, a remote controlled car, B, his hair, C, cereal, or D, a hug?
I'm gonna be honest. I completely cut out when you read the question. So can you say the whole question?
You would have to use a repeat for that.
Oh, okay. Then I have no idea what the question even is. So yeah.
It's
5, 4, 3.
Let's go.
we'll do C, final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for B, his hair.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's actually a very touching moment, but yeah.
It sounded when you're detached from it.
Your final question in the category of 2010s. What is the reason why Sydney returns to Woodsboro in Scream 4?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh God. It's because she's on a book tour.
Sure.
Or wait, hold on. No.
Do you want to do multiple to be safe?
Yeah, go to multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, her father is sick, B, she got a threatening note, C, to promote her new book, or D, it's Dewey's birthday?
Yeah, I think that's the one where she has the.
I literally don't give a fuck. So
No, I
whatever
know.
you say is
Wait, is it? Yeah, it's the book. The C, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
So just going for it.
All right. So at the end of round number 2, I have Kumite getting their score up to 20. Time shift at 16. Is that what you have, Payson?
That is what I have.
All right, then we will get to round number 3. Round number 3 is our Pick Your Poison round. The competitors will get to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. The categories they can choose from today are action adventure, Oscars, 1980s, 1970s, biopics, scores and soundtracks, and actors and actresses and animation. So we will let our competitors pick what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Our competitors have had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. Kumite has chosen their 1 in 80s, their 2 in biopics, their 3 in actors and actresses, and their 4 in action adventure, whereas Time Shift has chosen their 1 in 70s, their 2 in animation, their 3 in biopics, and their 4 in Oscars. We will start with Time Shift as they are behind, and we will ask questions until either all 8 questions have been asked or one team has been mathematically eliminated. So we start with Time Shift, and Payson will be reading Time Shift their questions because I read them in round number 2.
Time shift, your 1 pointer in the category of 70s. This will be going to Tony. Who directed Apocalypse Now?
Francis Ford Coppola.
That is correct for 1 point. Sticking with time shift, Kaiser, your 2 pointer in the category of animation. In Rise of the Guardians, it is revealed Jack Frost died, saving what member of his family?
His sister.
That is correct for 2 points.
But my favorite dreamer movie of all time. So
I know he.
Let's go, Kaiser. Let's go.
All
I have
right,
no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
so time shift, your 3 pointer in the category of biopics to throw it back to Kumite. Name 3 of the 6 actors who portray Bob Dylan in I'm Not There.
Christian Bale, Kate Blanchett. Who else is there?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, time shift. That is your first repeat. Name 3 of the 6 actors who portray Bob Dylan in I'm Not There.
Do you know who directed it?
It's not coming to mind, but no.
I was gonna say maybe we could figure it out based on.
My best guess is like Heath Ledger, but I'm not sure.
5, 4.
Want to use
Let's
another
go ahead.
repeat or?
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your second repeat. Name 3 of the 6 actors who portray Bob Dylan in I'm Not There.
I'm Not There. That was 2005,
No, 2007.
2007. So I mean, it
Kate
could have
Blanchett was
been.
like nominated for an Oscar for it. Yeah.
No, he was.
Oh,
He was
oh.
not.
Oh
He
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
nominated for that.
5,
I
4.
Let's
just
just-
go ahead.
yeah.
Christian Bale, Kate Blanchett, and Heath Ledger. Final answer.
I don't know how you do it, but that is correct. 3 points.
That a boy.
The other 3 answers you could have had are Ben Whishaw, Richard Gere, and Marcus Carl Franklin, my personal favorite general actor.
Of course. I thought about using him as a strength.
Hats off to you
So-
guys, or man.
Holy shit.
So we will be going back over to Kumite now for their 1-pointer in the category of 80s, which will be going to Bill. Bill, your 1-point question. Who plays Wadsworth the Butler in Clue?
Tim Curry.
My God.
That is correct for 1 point.
I love the writers so much.
Your 2-point question in the category of biopics can take the lead again, going to Jake. How does Richie Valens die in La Bamba?
I believe it's a plane crash.
And that is correct for 2 points. The question could have also just read, how did Richie Valens die, period, end of sentence. All right, so here's the situation. We will be going to time shift for their 4-point question in the category of Oscars. If they hit, they will send it back to Kumite. If not, Kumite will win. Time shift, you have 1 repeat remaining. Payson, please present time shift with their final question.
Your 4-pointer in Oscars. What song from the film A Hole in the Head won an Oscar?
I have no idea what this film is.
Well, this was fun.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That is your final repeat. What song from the film A Hole in the Head won an Oscar?
You even know the movie?
No.
5, 4, 3,
Zipati final answer.
1. And your winners. Kumite, the answer we were looking for was High Hopes. High Hopes is the name of the song. So with that, Kumite does take the win, and we will get into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finishers. Time shift. Guys, you put in a hell of a match. I think it was very clear from your reactions that romantic comedies was not something that you wanted to have spun on that wheel. But then again, neither was the Stephen King category. But you still did your best, pushed Kumite, who, as we've seen, is a team that can win and hold a title, push them quite far. So nothing to be ashamed of. Thoughts on the match that you just played?
I'm just glad that I somehow pulled Heath Ledger from my ass. So I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, I had no idea. So that was all you, man. Way to go. But no, I mean, obviously we didn't get what we wanted on the wheel, but at the same time, that's the way it goes.
Them's the breaks. Yeah.
Yeah, them's the breaks. But you know, we still did all right. I mean, we still got 7 points in a category we don't really like. So, so I think we played well. Kumite just played better. I mean, it's just how it is. I mean, it's not much more you can say. I mean, Kaiser said it before. Or Jake said it before in the promo. We're friends. We like these guys. So,
Yeah.
there's no, if
There's
we're
no
going to
bet
lose,
to
I'd
that
rather lose
after
to them.
this. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, that does bring an end to your season. But I'm sure we will be seeing you back next year.
Oh yeah.
Any people that you want to play next year with the notion that I have no power and none of the people will actually listen to your request?
We're gonna play Waterloo 3. We are doing this shit again.
There you go.
I don't know who the second
Send
member
it.
of that team is going to be, but we'll see what we can do. We will say goodbye to Time Shift. Bring in today's winners, Jake and Bill. You did it. It was a close match. Yeah, you guys were playing very consistently all throughout. You seem to very much enjoy the questions that you got in several of these rounds, unless you're Bill in round one, in which case you hate every question that you're asked.
And almost got everyone that I was asked that I hated. So,
but with that, that does get you the win. How are you feeling about the match you played today?
little, if I could speak frank, it's a little bittersweet. Because as announcement time for the foreseeable future, this was our last match together. Jake is very tired and is taking not a retirement, but a break for the time being.
Clear right now. Thanks for setting me up. This has been kind of in the works for a while. I'll be honest, pretty much after the Wild Stallions match when we defended the belt, it was like, okay, I'll play out the year and then walk away. But I'm not gonna say too much here because I still have the Fandom Teams title match later this year. But this has just been like an incredible 2.5 years in this game. Like, obviously, I've achieved a lot, but the thing that I'll always be most proud of, that will always stick with me, is to get corny for a second, the friends I made along the way. Like, I never expected when I got into this that I would make not even just like one friend, but like as many friends as I have. Like, that has been the most incredible thing that has happened in my time. It feels better than any belt I've ever won. Just that sort of camaraderie that I've felt. And yeah, it's just it's been a really amazing experience. It's not goodbye forever. I'm still gonna be helping out Fun DMC behind the scenes, but it's time. I need to get some other things in order in my life, and trivia takes up a lot of time. For particularly somebody as competitive as me who wants to stay at a high level, I can't just half-ass it. So I'd rather just walk away for the time being than play at a diminished level. And I'm happy that with like our last matches against Time Shift, two guys that have been friends for a while, and two really awesome guys. And I wish them all the success in the world. I wish everybody else in Fun DMC all the success in the world. I'm going to do my best to make sure they achieve it, because I love this crew. It has been the highest possible honor playing with Bill. That was the hardest thing, was walking away from playing with Bill, because it's just been the most rewarding experience that I could have asked for. So I know I've gone on a little bit, so I'll wrap it up here. But yeah, I think it's been an incredible ride, and we'll see how it ends later this year.
Absolutely. Normally, I would ask, who do you want to play next, or say, here is who you are playing next, but you took that away from me, and I don't know what to do now. I will say, I assume Bill will be still playing next year.
Yeah, you can't get rid of me anytime soon.
With a new partner. Bill, you and your new partner will be moving forwards in things. Good job. You don't need to tell us who that is yet, because I assume nothing is finalized.
No idea. So prepare for some weird things. And Jake Meltzer, I love you.
All right. Well, with
Right back at you,
those
buddy.
words, we will say goodbye to Bill and Jake. Payson, final thoughts on the match that we just saw, the announcement we just saw. I know both our eyes went wide, so
Yeah. One, I think both teams played a great match. Like, I think both of them scored very well in all the rounds. It just came down to a tough 4-pointer. And then on the back of that announcement, like, Jake has been the most dominant player, I think, if you look objectively across both leagues for at least the past 2 years. I know he's been playing a little longer than that, but I'm going to say for the past 2 years, he's been easily the most dominant. And to hear him stepping back, he deserves his rest. I think we're all happy he did not say the R word, because it would be a shame to lose someone like that permanently forever. But yeah, take your rest, buddy. Like, you earned it.
absolutely. Warzone, and when the time comes for the Fandom match, that's his last Fandom match. Fandom, I think, are changing in a major way with this announcement. We will see what those changes are. But for now, we are going to say goodbye. So I have been Cameron Holzman, and on behalf of Payson Johnson, Bill Carriola, Jake Meltzer, Kaiser Huang, Tony Durso, and everyone else here at Multiplex Movie Warzone, thank you for watching. Have a great whatever time of day it is that you are watching this match.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior.
You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
You've been taken care of.
Goodbye.